All right. Hopefully the stream started now. Last time I noticed I got cut off at the beginning. I started talking too early. But I'm sure it's all caught up by now. So welcome to the stream. I'm going to be doing some game dev stuff in Unity. I'm not sure exactly what. We'll see where else I go. Right now we're looking at a music visualizer I made. I can turn that on really quick. I think it's been a couple days since I've actually done any work, so I'm probably behind on some things, but I'm my own boss. I'm making my own schedule here. Sometimes I take a couple days off because, let's face it, sometimes you need a weekend. And a lot of times I deprive myself of such things, so when I feel it, I go ahead and take it. It just so happened that it lined up on a weekend. We didn't actually do anything for Halloween. Just kind of stayed in, relaxed, watched some movies. Been watching a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000. Been hanging out on some streams, chatting it up with people, voice chat and stuff. But I haven't done a whole lot of work. I busted out my old school tablet. Now I still have the screen and stuff, which is awesome. But my laptop only has one HDMI out, so it's a little bit difficult to stream because I like having a big screen, small screen, some other screens. Yeah, there's 4 screens. And one of them is there's 5 screens total right now. I know it doesn't look like it's all being hidden and the camera's peeking over it, and peering down at me. But yeah, it's kind of a funky setup from the looks of it. But it's comfortable right now. I've actually got a chair too. I just am enjoying the couch right now. But it's nice the way that it's set up. I can actually just kind of scooch it over and pull up a chair. So theoretically I wouldn't have to actually end the stream. I would just have to pause it for a second and scoot everything over and then align the camera to make sure that it's still facing me. But I'm kind of enjoying the couch. I've noticed that I need to move around a lot. I need to change my space a lot, so it was time to move the couch up from the wall, busted out a coffee table when I cleaned out my closet. But yeah, this is just an in-between stage. I have this whole other room that is just filled with stuff right now. I look like a hoarder, but it's all organized. Don't worry, there's no critters running around in there. It's mostly art supplies and music supplies. It's just insane. There's like guitar here, guitar here, guitar here, guitar here, art stuff here, art stuff here, art stuff here, art stuff here. Just don't even want to walk in there. You can't really. Anyways, I shouldn't let things go like that, but no one's living there, and that's the next step, is to convert that space into a new office and possibly bedroom. I'm not sure. Right now I'm in the other room, so we'll see. I just like to move around a lot. Okay, so enough of just hanging out and talking. I've been procrastinating for like 2 days now, so I'm going to play the game a little bit and just kind of decide what I think I need to work on. I think that's a good starting point when it's been a few days. And if I stretch a bit, sorry, I'm still recovering from a muscle I pulled a couple weeks ago now. Actually, I think I pulled it from streaming, which was part of the reason why I started utilizing the couch more. I realized that I was like really like being too rigid on myself with the chair, because it feels like it's like almost like a brace, or like a yeah, like a brace or something to hold me in position. Which is what I need, but for 6 hours on end, that's too much for me. So the couch is a nice change. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna start this scene, but I'm gonna make it big. And get a controller over here. Yeah. I'm gonna play with the explore mode, I think. It's just gonna be so there's a few different things I'm thinking at the same time here, right? It's really important for me to have a highly polished core mechanic, but also I really do want like a home, a home, and this is like your home base, right? This is like your home base, so it's like in Doom Eternal, you've got a home. So a game like this needs a home too, right? That's the lesson that I'm learning there. Where Animal Crossing is just home, it's all home, the entire game is home. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with just the Explore mode is to make something that's like a, I don't know, a space version of Animal Crossing, but not as Animal Crossing like, you know, not as deep, not as menial labor based. I don't know, using shovels and tools with rocks and sticks and stones, right? Like, and you could just use lasers and beams. You know, more Star Trek based of a thing. So I like that I've made some more stuff. I actually already kind of forgot that I made this stuff here. Looks pretty good actually too. I kind of want to make more stuff. And I've got my handy dandy tablet here. Oh, it looks like I can't pass through there. Interesting. I was thinking that I'd be able to, and I cannot. It seems like I should be able to, but I cannot. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. Because it's like an ever-changing obstacle. The only problem with it is that it's like not difficult in any sense, and it never will be, right? Unless I come up with ways to make it more interesting, you know, like certain passages are traps or something like that, maybe. I don't know, I guess it's interesting to like find a quick way through even though it's rotating. So like maybe making the player race from one end to the other. Maybe against an opponent or something like that. Whoa. Yeah, and I'm still undecided on what I'm gonna make hurt the player here. Like, would that have hurt the player? It would be kind of cool if it did, but it might be too difficult. So, I don't know, maybe that would be like an easy mode, hard mode type thing. Because honestly it would be kind of difficult, because sometimes the things hit things, right? And then the trajectory changes. Or the torque changes, I should say. So for some reason there's a bug where if I hit the button to warp back, it doesn't work the first time, but if I hit it again, it works. And it always tends to stop. Oh, and there's that other bug there where you can still see the thing. Alright, so that's an easy fix. But also, there's no way to warp back on what is it? The web or the keyboard. If you're just playing the keyboard right now, there's no way to warp back, I don't think. So that might be the good starting point. Give me 1 second here. I think that's what, yeah, I think that's where we're gonna start. Alright, so gonna pull up scenes and we're going to go to hub world. Okay, so first thing I need is the scripts here. So, oh, you know what? Hold on, I don't have the chat pulled up. Should always have chat pulled up. All right, cool. Let's see. What script do I want here? I think I want. There's like a player script. So yeah, I think it's just right on the player at the bottom. Right. Player Explorer Control. All right. Sorry, it was loading over here. It's been a while since I read this one. So the input is always in the update, or the fixed update in this case. Got my joystick button pressed here, so I could very easily just come up with a key on the keyboard. I just don't know what key to use. Thinking about just using Z for now. Maybe Q. I don't know, Q and E might be useful for flipper stuff later. But Z and, you know, because I want to do special weapons and stuff. So, like, that would be the best spot for special weapons, I feel like. Space bar is like the boost button everywhere else. So, I can't really use that because I want to use boost in explore mode. It could be control or tab. But those are kind of arbitrary. I feel like whatever it is going to be kind of arbitrary. Maybe the backspace button. That's not arbitrary, but it would be hard to find if you weren't looking for it. Or if you didn't know. Also, I feel like it should ask you, like, do you want to warp back? Because you might not want to. And that's kind of a big thing to, like, hit the button and be like, oh, I'm on the other side of the map. I was all the way over there. I don't know how I got back. You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm thinking is that I could maybe make it more than one button. I think backspace is a decent starting point. All right, so here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put and input, or no, not and, or input dot get key. See, and this should be down, not up. Get key down, key code, key code. How do you do? Is that lowercase? Key code. Get key down. It's been a while since I've done this. What am I doing? I'm gonna find another script. Open it up. Player control. Okay, it's parenthesis key code. Brr. Backspace. Okay, so that should take care of that. I do need to somehow put it in the game though. And it'll have to have some code to it so it knows when to display it and when to make it go away. And it should only display it when you have the keyboard. So that's like a whole nother thing that I should work into first. So I should hold off on that. And that's not just an excuse. I was thinking about that prior. But that might be one of the next steps. But I do want to get rid of that glitchy icon, because that's the last thing I want is a glitchy icon. So, and I'm already in the right spot here. So, no, I just need to remember where that icon's located. Navigation arrows. I think I turn it on somewhere else. Maybe it's even in this script. I don't think it is. Oh, you know, I had some music here. Something to listen to. I'll turn it down a little bit so it's not oh, that's my noise. I'll turn it down a little bit so it's not overpowering me here. Check 1 2. I think that looks pretty good. I guess it's just background music so it can go pretty low. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. That way, if I comment on the music, at least people will know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of guessing on the audio levels, but if someone comes in the chat, they can yell at me for having bad audio. Alright. So, what do I want to do? I want to find where that icon is. So, yeah, so navigation here, let's see. All this is doing is pointing at it. Something else is turning it on and off. And I think it's a trigger on the space station. Navigation off script. So this is what we're looking for. Excuse me. Shit. Okay, so we've got our nav off script. We're gonna need to reference it. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit on my end. Just a little loud for me. It's probably the same for you. I'll turn it down a little bit for you too. You don't want to hear that. It sounds kind of bad. I could just skip the song, of course. Of course, Chipsel's not bad. I'm just not enjoying the effect of that song. Oh yeah, so I was going to reference that. So I'll just call it Nev Arrows off script. Or SCR rather. Now I need to kind of look at that script because I don't even know what I'm referencing here. Turn off. That's easy enough because it turns itself on. So turn it off is the proper thing to do. Okay, yeah, so that should fix that stupid navigation bug. The fuck's going on? Oh. It had loaded, but I didn't hit the button. I thought I had. All right. Okay, so the button's not even working now. Oh, because the reference isn't set. Oh, of course. Total noob mistake. What the heck? Okay. Got our player, got our explore control, we've got our nav arrow script. Okay, so this should work. So there's our icon. And it's still there, what the fuck? Is there something else I gotta do? Clearly. If turn on. If turn off. So I think I'm gonna make an untrigger stay method, and maybe that will help. But say it's a little bit more tricky to write a good stay method, because if you just copy and paste it like that, it's gonna just keep running. So what I need to do is create like a check boolean. I'll just call it stay check. Not exactly the most creative name, but you don't really need a creative name. So you do need to be able to click it. Alright, so I'm just going to say if state check. If not state check, rather. That's the way my brain's working right now. Did I hit the wrong thing? I did. What the fuck is going on here? Oh. Forgot how to write all of a sudden. Worst coder ever. Jeez. Okay. So if not state check, we're gonna do that. Oh, I know what's happening. I gotta turn true on also. Well, heck, I'm gonna do that then. I'll finish writing this and then just copy and paste it. Yeah. Alright, let's try this, and then if this doesn't work, we'll do the on-trigger stay method. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because the on-trigger stay method, like I said before, will just keep running and running and running, unless you tell it to stop. So it's just a dirtier method of not needing it, I guess. Why is it going the other way? Alright, there's the icon. Bro. Oh. Hey, it worked. I don't know why the button doesn't want to hit though. It's so weird. It can't be my controller. I mean, it could be, but it works for other games. And then also it won't let you shoot for a second. I think that's to prevent you from glitching it out. So maybe there's something similar going on? I don't remember coding it. Like, I remember coding this. It's really weird. And then it works. Why might that be? Is it, oh, because it's on fixed update, that's why. Because it should be an update. Well, the physics should be in fixed update, the other shit shouldn't be. Alright, so we'll put all of this and that. Yeah. So I just took everything that wasn't physics out of the fixed update method and put it in the update method. So hopefully because it wasn't checking for update or input data every frame, it was only on the frames where physics was happening. So this should fix that. Yeah, perfect. And now I can shoot. No, I can't. I still gotta wait to shoot. So I think I can fix that timer to be a little bit closer. Someone Discording me? Oh, I think I just tweeted. I scheduled a tweet for the stream. So yeah, I want that to be tighter. It only takes a split second for that animation to play out. Yeah, I can actually figure out exactly how long it takes to play out. Well, that's not the right one. It's gonna be the dialogue here. So was that 35 frames at 60 frames a second? I don't know where the animation window went. Oh, not animation. Animator. Well, that's interesting. Window. Animation, animator. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to check the speed to make sure it was 1. Oh, so there's this, and then it has to do the text. So that's why I'm giving it extra time. It's because there's no way to know exactly without timing it. I just haven't timed it. So let's see. It's gonna be in the player control explore script. This one. Teleport delay time. Player control delay time. I have a feeling it's this big long one. But I do want to check before I just start changing it. Okay, so it does both of them. That's why it's taking so long. So yeah, if I change this guy to not be so long, I think it'll be better. So I'm thinking maybe what, 4.5 seconds? Because not letting a player control the game for seconds is not really a great idea. So I try to cut down as many seconds as possible. But if you let them break the game, you know, then sometimes you gotta hold back control. See how long it takes. Okay, so that was like perfect. Because it forces you to... Oh, it didn't kill the thing. Ah, it turns it on for some reason if you're You're closed. That's really weird. Like if it's not there yet. Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. It's not like it's flipping it ever. Oh, wait, I know what it's doing. Because it's exiting. Is it exiting? It's gotta be. So it has to know if it left. But this is how it knows that oh man, this is confusing. Okay, so this doesn't need to know that it left. The other script needs to know that it left. That's what needs to happen. Okay, wait, so they can both do that. I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright, so left station is going to be a bool in this script, but it's public, so the other thing can check it, right? So here, on exit, we're going to tell it to, oh, not build. It's not what I want. We're going to want it to be true, right? And then here, we'll check to see if it left the station. Damn it. And if it did, then we'll do that. Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, I only grabbed one of them. No, this is what we want all the time. No? Man, this is confusing. Okay, so I think I do want the left station to be in here. Oops. Okay, so left station is going to be in this script, and here, wait, do I already have that? No. Come on. Okay, so I'm going to reference the player control script. its boolean. Yeah, and then it's going to check its own boolean to do that. But oh, I can't see. My eyes are shit. Okay. Left station. Don't way too far down. Alright. Man, this still doesn't make any sense, right? Because it's going to do this here if it left the station, but it's leaving the station. I don't know what's going on. Did I get another notification? Oh, it's just an announcement in someone else's Discord. The IGDB Discord. Oh yeah, it's a everyone ping. I hate when that shit happens. Oh, a game dev ping. I might have to look at that later. Something about IGDB. Okay, sorry. I was distracted. You see those red notifications, you're like, what? Alright. I don't really like this signs for the screwing with my oh, this might be it. Don't need that on. Yeah, get out of here. Okay, I think I need to know what happens here. Sorry, my throat's doing something weird. So it's going to I'm gonna reference the script here. And instead of checking if, it's just going to do something over there. What is this? I want to delete it. What the fuck is going on? Why isn't my delete button working? My fucking keyboard run out of battery? Oh my god. It must have. Dude, this battery lasted forever. I've had this keyboard for like a year. Or did it get turned off? I think it just got turned off. There's like a switch on the back. I thought I must have hit it. It's lighting up. Seems to be working. Okay, so yeah, instead of this, I'm going to do this and this, and then I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna grab my controller instead of the mouse. I'm gonna make a new variable here instead of this stay check. Oh wait, stay check? Yeah, I don't need stay check. I don't need this. What I need is teleport check. I don't need that. I had that wrong. Okay. Alright, so teleport check. Come on. Oh, that's wrong. Alright, and then we need to be able to turn it off somehow. So there's this coroutine that happens here, so we can just do it here. Fuck. I always think that it's gonna give it to me and then it doesn't. Equals true. No, false? Right, because we turned it on before? Yeah. Yeah. So that should take care of that. So much fun. Work. Alright. Hey, it worked. Hey, that works. Very polished, very smooth. Although I do think that that should only be at 50% or so. I don't think it should get as bright. Or maybe it'll get, when you get further away or something, it'll get, I don't know. Or maybe when you're facing away from it, that's what I was thinking before. If you're like facing towards it and you're close or something like that, I don't know. I'll have to come up with like a set of rules for what translucency setting it will have. For opacity. Oh, run away! I think things can hit your rear and not hurt you. It's really hard to do it though. You have to like get your inertia going and then like stop and then somehow like, yeah. So if a bad guy's coming, you can just, oh, maybe not. I thought maybe I fixed it. I think I did. Oh, we didn't check the backspace button. Backspace button works. It's weird that it slowed down more than the other one. I still don't know why it's slowing down like that. enemies pass in front of or behind the sprites. I really want to unlock some of these menus. I think that's really going to make this mode shine. Because right now it's just like a bona fide map. Okay, yeah. You gotta play from start in order to do that. Forgot. Alright, so things are going pretty good. I might as well check it from the start then. Cause that hub world's looking better. Feeling better. It should tell the player about the control though, so maybe I should go back and fix that. Oh no, because I came up with that reasoning. So maybe I should work on that reasoning. It should know what the player is pressing. If it's playing keyboard last or what input it used last. The hard part about that is that every time I use an input, it's going to have to tell. There's going to have to be a boolean in each control script that is set for each input type. Or I could use an integer, but that would get confusing. I think a boolean might just be easiest. Alright, but yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. It's been about an hour, so I'm going to do some stretching, maybe use the bathroom. But yeah, be very quick. Alright, thanks everyone for the patience. I'm back. Alright. Pretty boring screen to leave you on, I'm sorry. Not that this is that much more exciting. Alright. What am I gonna do here? Might as well play the story mode a bit. Something that I really want to change, yeah, I might not get to it this build, is the way that it bounces the ball. There was another thing that was really important, where if you had already beaten the levels before, it sends you all the way back, or it sends you all the way to the end of the game, and then you don't know like what to do next. So it's a little bit weird, but I do need to do something about that. Like, so after you've beaten the game, instead of sending you all the way to the end, it just puts you back at the beginning, maybe. It needs to indicate to the player that there's more to unlock. So, yeah. The medals, I think, is the obvious choice, but I'm planning on changing that soon. So I do need to figure that out. I think, I don't know what I think. I'm thinking still. How about that? It's weird that the arrow comes back for this level. Zone 3. It's gone now. The baseline of this sounds like Grimes. Which is a good thing, I guess. It's good music. I like this track, actually. It's Chipsel. Now there's a way to make it look pixel perfect in the canvas on top. That's another thing that I'm thinking about. It will take some finagling though, because it's last time I tried it, it shrunk everything down really small. Oh, the enemies are shooting funny. That's bad. Oh shit, I remember, yeah, I fucked up everything because I made the bullets shoot differently. They use physics now. So the ball reacts better to it, but the enemies don't shoot right now. They just shoot straight up, like all the bullets use the same script. So that's like a huge issue for this build. Every once in a while I'll change something so dramatic in the game that it breaks a lot of other things, and that's what we're looking at this build, is that I've broken the bullets for the enemies. By making the bullets for the player better, I've broken the bullets for the enemies. And you know what, I have not checked the versus mode. That's probably terribly broken too. Yep, you could say that. There are no bullets coming up. They're all going straight down. And apparently he's shooting himself, which is bad. Should not be able to shoot himself. So that's uncovered a issue. Alright, so I think I found what I need to be working on. This is probably where my procrastination stems from. Now I could go back and change the bullets to be the way they were and not be as accurate, or I could keep them the same way they are and try to fix them. But either way, they shouldn't be hurting the AI, right? That should not be happening. Okay, so there's a couple things that I gotta think about here. The AI bullets are so similar to the player bullets that I could actually just, because they already know that they're different. I don't know why the AI doesn't know that they're different, but they should. The reality is that I could easily tell it to go the other way by giving it a negative number where it's got a positive number. Because it's got a target tangent and like a velocity towards it. So I just have to move the target tangent down. Yeah. Alright, so let's bust out that script. I really need to organize these scripts. Remember, I needed to years ago. That feels weird saying, but it's true. So now I've got the right scene, I'm going to go to the right script, I'm going to go to the right scene, which is down here. Alright, so I'm just going to hit play and then hit pause and then see what the bullets think. I didn't shoot that AI shot. My AI. Alright, but so the issue with the AI is that it's got like a bullet deflector. Okay, so that's why it shouldn't be hurting itself, because the bullet deflector is deflecting it, but these bullets should know the difference. It's gonna be a lot easier if I turn myself off. I will have to remember to turn it back on, but I'm just gonna turn that demo script off. There should be no action. Well, there should be action, but there isn't any action. Okay, so it's not hurting itself until I move, and that's when that's really weird that it's every time I go past. think it's because it's moving a little bit. Yeah, because it knows that I'm moving, but it's like still aiming at the ball because of where I'm at. So it's thinking about moving, and then very quickly deciding not to after it's already moved a little bit, which is kind of hackish. But you can't really tell until it shoots itself. But the thing about the bullets is that they should see that. All right, so I just need to. Wow, did you see that? I paused it while it was on. That's what I was trying to do. We're gonna take a look at it. It's got this script. See, it knows it's an AI shot. So the fact that it knows that it's an AI shot, it shouldn't be able to hurt the AI, right? So let's go to the AI hitbox here and take a look at that. Where the hell is it? Got the player. Top player. Yeah. Right above the player. So it's going to have its triggers. So I've got it set up so it's got fundamental triggers, and then it's got triggers that are difficulty based. And then I've got them set up in groups where I can just turn them on and off easily. Because the AI is almost entirely trigger based. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? A hit zone, player hit zone. There we are. AI hit script. So let's take a look at this because AI player hit top should pistol on bolt deflector. I need to take a look at this. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so this script is being used like a bunch of different ways. If it's on a deflector, or if it's on the clipping left or right, or if it's just on the player. So that's 4 different ways it's being used. So if player bullets hurt, if other tag is AI shot, if not invincible, if not top ship dashing. This is really confusing. Player bullets hurt. Why would I think I was experimenting with the bullets not hurting each other. But instead it's looking for its own... Wait a minute. So I'm using this on the player and the AI? Player hit zone. No, I've got AI link. So it's looking at the wrong bullets, right? Because should never be hurting itself. If it was... It's weird that I've got this other stuff in here too, like an enemy tag. Like, when is the AI hit script gonna hit an enemy? And then the stuff I commented out. I think I just copied the player script. Well, I'm just gonna see what happens if I do this. See how that breaks the game. Oh, hey, Easy Perp, I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining. Sorry if you've been sitting there for a while. I appreciate you dropping in. I'm just doing some debugging here. I made some major changes to the bullets, and I've pretty much broken everything. But the interaction between the bullets and the ball is better this way, so it's like I'm at a crossroads where do I try to fix it, or do I go back? But then I noticed that the AI was able to hurt itself because of some script that I left in there when I copy and pasted the player script. I just never fixed it because it didn't seem like it was happening, but apparently it was happening, I just wasn't realizing it. But it's not happening anymore. But his bullets still aren't working properly. What they're doing is they're going up instead of down. And then they're hitting his bullet deflector thing, which is making the bullet go away really quick. But at least it's not shooting himself, right? That's good. Yeah. So, what am I gonna do? I am going to... I'm gonna make AI bullets go down instead of up. I think that's what needs to happen. So if I go to the AI shot prefab, it's got regular shot 1 script on it. So that's what's making everything wonk here, is that everything is using the same damn script. Because I just expanded on the one prototype script instead of refactoring it into smaller scripts, one for the enemy, one for the AI, and such. What the heck am I looking at here? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This is the shot 1. Oh, I'm looking for the update, the fixed update script. Then down here at the bottom, this is the old move script, and then this is the new move script. So the target position is the position plus move vector. So what I need to do is make a conditional here, right? And say if it's the AI shot, then we're going to do the opposite. And do like a minus there. And I think that should work. And then an else. Or no, because I use this all over the place. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna fix it. I'm just gonna patch it for now. So if it's what, player shot? Does player shot? Do I have a boolean for that? I've got AI shot, green ship shots, enemy shots. I think I need to make one where it knows that it's a player shot. And that's going to save everything. Because the bug boss shot is broken too. Everything but the player shot. So yeah. Oh, alright. Yeah. Public bool player shot. So I'll just have to manually update the prefab, and then it's going to check for that somewhere. I kind of forget what I was. Oh, I was updating the movement. So that's going to be what, down here. If it's a player shot, then it's going to do this. Okay, oh, this one needs to be plus. Yeah, I think that's going to work, and then this is going to be if it's not either of those. If not player shot and not AI shot, then we can do this old school transform translate, which breaks physics. But since the enemy bullets move so slow, it's not as bad. It isn't as good as, it's not the physics aren't as proper that way, you know. But yeah. All right, we'll just see how this works then. I think this is going to unbreak a lot of the game, which is, I thought that was going to take me a week to do. Well, I seem to have unbroken the AI, so that's solid. He does kind of fall off the screen a little bit. Oh, it's kicking my butt. Yeah, ever since that last AI update, the AI's gotten a lot stronger. And it still looks funky at the end. I need to make it stop and be like, ah, I won. Maybe do a little dance or something. Mega Man? Was this Airman? No, Crash Man. And that is Mario. Well, that's cool that this is unbroken. It's like the opposite of broken. It seems start scene. I'm just gonna play through some of the levels now since it should be unbroken. Oh, clicked off. I need to fade that out. Always good to fix something that shouldn't have been broken. I thought, yeah. A lot of things shouldn't be broken. I feel like most things shouldn't be broken. It's hard to think of things that should be broken. But yeah, no, I see your point. I fixed something. I'm happy with that. I was not expecting to fix that so quickly. And this guy is still broken though, so there's that. Let me try that again. But yeah, I'm really happy that you dropped in the stream, man. Wasn't sure if I was gonna be talking to myself all stream or what. Yeah, so he should be shooting at this point, but instead, if we take a look. Here, I'm gonna unpause it and pause it this way. The bullets. Where are the bullets? There they are. They're there. They're just moving the wrong way. So that's a little disconcerting. Um, but also I never told the player bullets that they're player bullets, so that's an issue. Yeah, that's weird that they were still working in the versus mode, even though they weren't being told that they were player shots. Ah. Oh, they were reverting to the old method. Okay. Okay. Well, the old method wasn't terrible. What am I doing here? Need the music. Okay. So I'm gonna find a player bullet from my prefabs folder. I think it's just called shot one. Yeah, shot one. And this one is now a player shot. Yes. Fly. Delete. But the enemy boss shots. Bug boss shot. Something's going on with this one. So if I hit play, it's moving. It's at a 90-degree angle. Let's see what happens if I put it at 0. Does it move up? No, it moves down. The speed is negative. It's got an up or down float. I remember making that. But I don't remember utilizing it properly. And I think that's what's breaking it. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to that level and see what happens. I guess I should put that. But I only hit a button once. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the scene. Your enemy was fine until I changed one thing. Now you have to change the whole script. Nah, bro. I like your chill streams. Cool. Sorry it took me a second to read that, but I appreciate it, man. Alright, what's going on with your eye bullets? Um, their rotation is like way off. Maybe I need to change that. I think that's what I need to do. Bug boss. Bug boss shot. There we go. Alright. Change this to a -1 instead of a 0. Oh wait, no. Wait, yeah? No. Does it figure it out itself? I think it might be figuring out if it's going up or down. It is. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I put there. That's to tell me what it's doing. So if I make these positive, maybe it will go the other way then. Like, I don't know why, but I changed something and I definitely broke the way the bullets work. That's like a theme for me in this game's design. It's like I'll fix one thing, break another. Hey, I think I fixed it though. Look at that. Yeah, so now the bullets know when they're going up or down somehow. And they were going up when they should have been going down. It's funny how quickly the AI beats the boss. It's like way quicker than anyone else can. I don't know. They're like made for each other. Because like the AI's job is to like just shoot the ball up. And the guy's like, don't shoot at my mouth. It's directly above the ball. But for some reason when players do it, they're like, oh, I gotta shoot off the arms and I gotta like dodge the bullets and stuff. But nah, just shoot the ball. Level's over. That's nice that I fixed that. I'm happy about that. What else is broken? I bet the turrets for the mini boss are broken too. And I bet the green boss is broken. Maybe this stream is going to be about fixing broken bullets. So far, that's what it's been about. Oh yeah, I did some stuff in Explore mode too, didn't I? Can't remember. Oh yeah, I debugged some Explore mode. All right, boss. Scenes. What is this one called? I think it's called Scene 6. It's actually level 10, not to be confusing or anything like that. Hey, I got it right. So to speed things along here, I usually cheat on this level and just try to grab the pinball and bring it up to the top. Alright, so this guy seems to be working, so that's cool. I thought he'd be broken. Surprised the AI mode's not working. I must have left it off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can't shoot these bullets, can you? I don't think you ever could. You should be able to. but I don't really want to deal with that. Um, I don't think you ever could, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that you eventually I'm gonna have to make it so you can shoot the bullets. Right now, this boss is already too easy. I was thinking about just increasing the hit points. The whole thing was that once I made those bubble piston things, that's when things got easy. Which was cool to see people be able to beat this boss without getting frustrated. But all of a sudden, people started not realizing that was a boss because it wasn't difficult. The music doesn't change or anything like that. There's no, like, sequence before it. There's no music change after you beat it. But it's not broken, so that's great. I'm pretty happy with that. I should go back and double check the versus mode, considering that I had made some changes on the player bullet. Seems to be working. I feel like there's less of a disadvantage now because the ball physics work realistically now with this mode, at least. I guess as realistic as you can get in this type of environment. Well, I've got quite a bit done on the debug side, so that's good. I feel like I've cleaned up some of my mess, which is something that I've been doing recently. I've been making sure that I clean up or debug some code before I start something new, or sometimes I do it vice versa. I just always make sure that I leave enough room in my day to clean up some stuff that I left behind. A lot of the time, and I'm sure you've probably recognized this, Easy Perp, since you follow me on Twitter, but a lot of the times I'll focus my development on things that look good, or that things that I can tweet about, right? And then the things that don't get finished all the way, or the things that are like you can't tweet about, or it's like behind the scenes, under the hood type stuff. A lot of that stuff falls by the wayside, and I don't ever catch up on that stuff. So I end up with a bunch of technical debt because I'm trying to make stuff for tweets and keep my my MAU up and keep people playing the game and keep joining the community and stuff like that, which is important. But at the same time, I do need to go back and clear up some of that technical debt before it becomes overwhelming. So that's kind of what I do every once in a while. I just go through and make sure I do that. So I'm gonna check the Trello real quick here. See what happened on Twitter. Got notifications. Oh, sweet. People liked the tweet. Awesome. Yeah, I've got a whole slew of stuff that's relatively new added to this one. This comment still confuses me because this dude he'd played the game before. I'm almost positive, because I was on his podcast and we were talking about the game, and then he played it again recently and said that he was confused about the controls and what he was supposed to do at the start of the game. And then he said, especially since there was a particular order or to the levels because he felt like he could pick them at any time. Which only happens if you've beaten the game before. So I think he beat the game and forgot that he beat the game. Maybe, I don't know. I think the enemies were a good touch, but really pay attention to the shield count. Felt like more obvious health bar would have been cool. So yeah, some really great feedback here. I don't know how much I can do with it right away. He says, oh no, I might have only one left. But the ship does blink, and it does warn you that you've only got one left because it's like, beep, 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 beep. So maybe he was playing with the sound down and didn't realize the blinking. So yeah, a health bar that's visible all the time I think is manageable. I'm still working on the best way to do that. The bonus rounds were a nice touch. Helped the player get to shoot the ball in certain directions. He didn't know if he liked them as much as the main levels. So yeah, I'm on the same with that. Those levels are highly unpolished and relatively unfinished, and they're just there to add to the game, I think, and they don't really do that yet. So we'll see how long it goes before I do something. Oh yeah, the clear data button's not working. That's a pretty big issue, so I should probably work on that. Some of the stuff is stuff that I wrote, some of the stuff is stuff that I gathered from other people. But yeah, clear data, that shouldn't be too hard to fix. There's like a button in my game manager script, and it just clears all the data. So I have to go through and basically copy and paste everything that's in my data script and bring it back to its starting point. So I'm just, yeah, Control F, clear data. Yeah, here we are. So here you can see, add this for every level. Add this for every level. So every time I add a new level to the story mode, I gotta do that stuff. But then we've got these universal bars. There's like a whole bunch of stuff. Every time I add something to the game details script, I should be adding it to the clear data script, but I tend to forget. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull this one over here. Where's the other one? Over here. Just gonna bring them next to each other and kind of compare them. Yeah, you can see this one, the universal vars, is only this big, and on here it's like all of this. So let's see where it ended. Progress level int 1. Universal vars. I don't even see progress level int on here. Okay, well, I'll skip that one. XP. Oh, this is versus. I'm like not even in the right thing. This isn't very well organized. Okay, I think this is them there. Progress bar, current XP, save data, progress level int, in-game currency. I don't think I delete that. So all the stuff that's not in there just doesn't get deleted, right? So only some of the stuff is gonna break it. I don't know. I'm gonna try hitting the button and see why it's not working, because for some reason it's not working. And that's weird, because it should be clearing some of the data and not the other data, if that's the case. This music is so far off from chiptune. Alright. That's really weird. I clicked the clear data button a bunch of times and it loaded level 1. I don't know how that happened. There should be no way that should be happening. Also, it's like I can't even click the button. Oh, I see what's happening. It's starting the demo mode. Alright, so let me go into the menu and take a look at it. Options. So I need to turn it on. Button, clear data. Button. Yeah, that's gotta be clear data. Save, load, enter menu, that's not clear data. Well, that could be the issue there. When did that happen? Save, load, enter menu. It's just not even right. That's not the right thing. It should be clear data. It's a little weird. I don't know, maybe I did that on purpose or something. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no, I did do that on purpose because it's supposed to open the menu. But it seems to be clearing the data now, so that's good. But yeah, I needed to be like, are you sure type thing and show you the data. That's right, I totally forgot about that. So it was right. I was wrong. Clear data. Okay. Save, load, enter menu. So where the heck is my my menu for deleting? My delete menu. Ah, canvas clear data menu. This is what I want. Okay, so it wasn't set to be a raycast target. That's why it wasn't working. Jesus Christ. I must have went in and fucking changed it at some point. Do you use player prefs in your code to save things? Sorry it took me so long to read that again. Yes, I do, but only for one single boolean. And the rest of it I just save in the what is it, the what do they call that? The persistent data path. So the way I have it is I use the player prefs to check to see if you've saved data before. So basically all it's doing is checking to see if you've never played the game before. And if you haven't, then it's a 0. If you have, then it changes it to a 1. So, or as soon as you play the game, it changes it to a 1, right? But it checks to see if you've played the game first. And if you haven't, then it deletes, or I guess it doesn't have to delete anything. It creates saved data, right? And if you have played it, then it just loads that data instead of creating data first. Yeah. So if you were to go into your own player prefs and change that 1 to a 0, it would delete your data and replace it with blank data. So yeah, potentially, I could potentially get an angry letter from some fan that accidentally deletes his letter by saying, "What's this 1 for?" But that's about it. I had done some like saving of high scores before in different games and stuff like that, but I found the persistent data path to be really useful, and I use that all the time now. Yeah. I haven't come across any limitations to it, so I don't know. Maybe there are, but I just haven't hit them yet. But I love the heck out of it. It even works with WebGL if you do it right. It's kind of hard to get it to work right, and for some reason it wasn't working for like almost a whole year for me, or like I think it was a whole year. Or almost 2 years. It was like a year and a half that it wasn't working. The WebGL version wasn't working. So, I know it was because of the way that I was doing the data, and I had messed up in the code somewhere. So, but that's cool that that the data erase works. I'm gonna test that out real quick. Make sure, because I can easily just click in to this beta mode and unlock all the levels, and then that's one of the things that tells me is that I've unlocked 12 levels. I hit clear data, I'm back to 1 level, so that's working. That's good. If I go back to beta mode, go back, 12, 1, perfect. Go into story. Now, I actually don't know if the shots are being counted in explore mode because I'm using a different script. But I copy and pasted it, so there's a good chance that it does. So we'll see if it's shots and bullets. Oops. It didn't log those bullets, so that's alright. You use player prefs a lot more, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you don't mind the player having access to them, and you're using them for the right things, I think that's fine. You know, some things that you would use player prefs for are obviously the player's preferences, you know, so if there's things like the volume level, a lot of that stuff, you know, you can do that way. What did I just do? Did I just break the game? Oh. Alright. Yeah, for me, because I okay, so yeah, that's cool. That's working. Perfect. Yeah, for me, since I'd started using this game details method, I can bust that out. Where's that at? Well, I think I'm going in the direction of too many player prefs, I think. Persistent data might be the way to go. You might be right. Okay, so I can try to explain this to you real quick. It's not too difficult. I'm just not sure if I remember everything about it. Somehow that wasn't saved. So in my game manager, there's a few scripts that I use to access. So the way that it's set up, it's a little confusing, right? So there's I'll show it to you here. So it's basically it's a singleton that holds the game data, if it'll ever fucking load. Okay, so my game details container, right? Inside the game details container, well, first of all, on the game details container, I have this game details container script, right? So I've got a public static game details loaded game details equals null, right? Private static game details container instance. Public static game details container instant get return instance. This is all very confusing stuff. I learned it from a tutorial, and I didn't really learn it so much as I just copy and pasted it, and it seems to work. And I've been using it, and yeah. So this is clearly. You're with me so far. Okay, cool. This here is the part that's the singleton, right? Because it's telling it to don't destroy on load, right? And then if there's an instance not null and instance is not this, destroy this, right? And then if it's else, then instance is this. So that's a singleton, pretty basic singleton structure there. The next step, we have our game details container is a parent object. Inside the game details container, we have our game details manager. So this is another step of difficulty stuff that I did not write this on my own. I found it on a tutorial and made it much easier. And I could probably find the link to the tutorial. So here we've got your game details, which is game details. Now it's weird that it's capitalized, but the reasoning in the tutorial was that we're treating this as a static object or a static variable, basically. So that's why we're capitalizing it, because we're treating it like it's static. I wasn't 100% sure on it, but I just went with it. So that way, and it's helped me later, because if it's capitalized, then I know that I'm actually going into the game details, and that this variable here is what I'm referring to when I pull things out to check the data, or when I put things in, I'm doing it through this variable. And then my game manager, this is me. That's my script game manager. Somehow you're going to need to talk to the script, and that's how I do it, is through my game manager. You could do it through any script. You could do it through your UI script, or however you're planning to do it. But for me, I'm doing a lot of the major game functions through my game manager script. So yeah, on start, wait for seconds, game details container game loaded not equals null. So if it's not null, so the game details container is going to have loaded game details, right? And if it doesn't, then it's going to make the game details container dot loaded game details the game details. Else game details equals new game details. So these game details are written in my game, or in my game details script. So now this is going to be different for every game. This is basically my player prefs, right? Instead of having player prefs being like this this ambiguous thing that I get and set in another file off computer, this is a script that basically holds all that data. And the way this works is that I have to make a variable, right? And for every variable that I make, I have to go down into the game details function, right? Because this is a public class, a serializable class, just using system, right? This is not a mono behavior. So And that was the reasoning why we're using the capital letter, because we're referring to something that's not a mono behavior and it's its own class. So yeah, when we're referring to it, we're actually referring to this, and that's why it's capitalized. But it does get confusing because sometimes it tries to put the green letters in there when you want the white letters, and that's a pain in the ass. So I don't know if that could be avoided by not capitalizing it or what, but yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that for each variable, you need to tell it in the game details what it's going to be at the start of the game. So here I wrote, this is how the new game details class looks at the start. So add any additions to these lines to the clear data function in Game Manager. So that's a note to myself, because I have that clear data function. It should be updated with anything that I put in here, because the clear data function should look just like this. This is what clear data looks like. Now some of these are numbers because the best total seconds is, I had to make it something, so I just tell it that it's played the level before at 1,000 seconds. It took it 1,000 seconds to beat the level. So if you beat it, if you beat the level within 1,000 seconds, then you got the new high score time. Is what that's doing, and that's just like a hackish way that I did it there, because there's no one's gonna spend 10,000 seconds. Sorry, it's 10,000 seconds. Or nearly 10,000 seconds. No one's going to spend nearly 10,000 seconds to beat the level. But if you do, you won't be able to see that you got the best score. It'll say 999 instead. It won't keep, it won't keep it if you beat, or if you go over that. Yeah. So that's basically that. Let me see if I can find the thing though. Okay, I think I got the gist. So basically you're making your own player prefs that you can visually see and modify. I am, but then I'm also telling the game to write that in the in one of these scripts in the game manager, or no, in the game details manager, right? In the game details manager, it's telling it to write new data, or something. Maybe there's one that I missed. There was game details container, game details manager, and game details. So the container is just to contain the singleton. Then the manager is what loads new data if there is no loaded game data, right? But then there's also, this is the one that I didn't go over, data access, right? So this is actually one of the more confusing scripts of this shit. This is where it actually does the job here. Now, and what I've done is I've put another layer of confusion on here because this works for WebGL. So these DLL imports, this is for WebGL stuff, right? Private static external void window alert string message. That's to actually make a pop-up that with the error if the game doesn't work. Sync files, so that's to sync files with this this JavaScript library, I believe, or some shit that I had to write, because there's actually a piece of JavaScript that goes along with this to do it this way as well. Yeah, because here we're checking platforms, right? Let me find the tutorial for you, and that's gonna, if you plan on doing it this way, that's gonna help you a lot. Just have to remember how to find it. I think WebGL data persistence. I don't think that's it. Well, it looks like a tutorial here. Let's Save and load data. I don't think this is it. Well, that's really old. Look at the on GUI method. Holy cow. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, you know, I need to write Unity. I can't spell. It's interesting how sometimes you can't find what you're looking for anymore. Like, things that you used to be able to find. I think this is it. Amalgamate. Yes, this is it. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the link here since it's so hard to find. And I'll put it in chat. If I figure out how to navigate my own thing. Ah, there we are. Alright, so easy perp. This link, wow, that's really tripped out. It just keeps going. Wow. I'm thoroughly entertained by this. Oh, yeah, but check out that link. It's got a video and it's got an in-depth article and it's got the scripts in there. So it's like super useful. Yeah, so this was the JavaScript aspect of it. So now there was, and I'm pretty sure it's explained really well in the video, but what I had to do, yeah, you have to put it into the plugins WebGL folder in your assets folder. So if I check out my assets folder on my game, you can actually see that it's still there. So we've got assets, WebGL templates. What was I looking for? Plugins. Yeah, WebGL inside plugins, and here I've got these two scripts that I wrote. Well, I copy and pasted, right? Rather. And I believe I wrote them in Notepad++ or whatever that's called. I don't know if I have it on this computer. I wrote it on the other computer. Yeah, Notepad++. I don't know if you have another thing that you use or whatever, but Notepad++ is a really great it's like an IDE, but not. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's interesting, but it works well for reading JSON and other things that Visual Studio is gonna like think that it's like part of your project or not part of your project. I don't really know. sometimes it's like I was clicking on that stuff and it didn't load it, right? So if I go to the Explorer, right, it's not a Visual Studio thing, right? It's like, what do you want to use? So yeah, edit with Notepad++. And then you can see I've got open window. And you can also read your own game details this way. This is what that would look like. So what happens is it's like, what do they call that? Encrypted, basically, in binary. Yeah, no problem, man. I love helping people out, and that script helped me so much. I gave it to other devs too, because that's just like such a cool thing. I definitely, if you're planning on doing WebGL and you want to like really blow people's minds by saying they can save, I mean, you can literally make an RPG in WebGL this way, right? You can go back and it, like, I haven't really played much of the WebGL version, so I don't think I have a score, but I might. Oh, and the game controller works with WebGL too, so it's like, the only downside to it that I've noticed is that it's a little bit sluggish with certain animations and stuff like that. So if you're trying to do some crazy stuff with large sprites, or like swooping animations and stuff like that, like these animations are kind of choppy, right? They're not as smooth. But I think what's happening is there's too many things spinning on the screen. Luckily, it's only a little bit slower here. But you'll see when I open this menu, that took a second. That took a second, and it's choppy. You know what I mean? And this. The hold to skip is like way slower. I'm not sure exactly why that is. Maybe I'm not checking the delta time or whatever there. But luckily, oh wow, yeah, so this is a little bit slower too. And that might just be because I'm streaming. Alright, so if I go back to the main menu and I act like I'm gonna, oh, I did it again. If I act like I'm gonna clear my data, and then it'll show me, here we are, it'll show me I've got 190 bullets. Yep, probably you streaming most likely. Yeah, it is a little slow when you're not streaming, but yeah, I think the streaming is making it a little slower. Thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, I've got this. Instead of clearing the data, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reload the page, right? And normally, if you didn't have saved data, that would erase your data. But since I've been saving, you know, as I write the data, I save the data to the game details. Now I can go in, check, and I've still got 190 bullets. I've unlocked level 2. I've fired, oh no, my score was 190 and I fired 41 bullets. If I go into story mode and shoot the map, I'm at level 2. So that's pretty dope, I think. Obviously with the demo and it being such a short demo, I don't think a lot of people make full use of that. but I think it's cool, you know. In the demo that I got the tutorial from, it was like a cookie clicker game jam game or something like that, or a zombie clicker game jam game, which isn't really my thing, but you got to think of the possibilities here, right? You can have daily rewards this way. You can know how long the player has been away for this way. You can well, I mean, all the normal things, right? You know, all the save data stuff. You can save the player's position, save the score, save, you know, the life or the stats or whatever. Oh, I just went right into the fucking wall. Yeah, so it is possible to go into the wall with crappy internet, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see how long I keep the WebGL version up. It's nice that it's bringing in people to the Steam and getting wish lists and stuff like that. But it would be great if I could get everyone to play the best version of the game possible, right? It's just, I guess that's just asking for too much. But yeah, it is a little rough when I see people with smaller games that play perfectly fine on WebGL and my game plays like this. Yeah, because I went into the wall. Now I'm outside of the wall, but it still thinks I'm in the wall. That's how slow it is right now. But that's probably because I'm streaming mostly. Also, I'm streaming music. Anyways, this data persistence, what am I trying to say? Tutorial is super awesome. I definitely recommend it. It's super hard to find. I put the link in the chat. Yeah, I think I should bookmark that so it's not so hard to find. I would recommend you do the same. I bookmark tons of stuff like that. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna take a little break here. It's been about an hour and a half since my last break, so I'm gonna get some stretching in, and I'll be back. I'll get some more game dev stuff done. I might jump into Aseprite, I might do some chiptune stuff, I'm not sure. I'm happy with the amount of stuff I'm getting done today, though. I was a little bit, I was being, man, my brain is just not working. I was procrastinating like terribly today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna jump on stream, and I set up the stream, and then I was like, maybe I should just see what other people are doing, you know? And then I started watching streams, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I'll jump down voice chat for a bit. And then I'm basically hanging out in my friend's stream instead of streaming and not getting anything done. I'm like, you know, I should leave. I gotta get things done. So I'm glad that I'm getting things done. But yeah, I am gonna take a little break and stretch for a bit. So I will see you shortly, and we'll get more stuff done. Alright, I am back. Sorry for the break. I feel better. Alright. So yeah, I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do next. Part of me really wants to make music. Part of me really wants to make more for the Explore mode. I don't have any really great ideas for the Explore mode. I was thinking I could just make different derelict ship variations. That was the last addition I did to the Explore mode, was these ships that were just kind of like crashed out in the middle of space and blown apart, so they're just like pieces, basically like obstacles in the level design. And yeah, so could do a lot with that. I do kind of want to keep things similar so that the player knows what they can travel through and what they can't travel through. That one, now I'm thinking about that piece that I couldn't travel through that I thought I could. I kind of want to take a look at that and see what's up, just to clear my thoughts on it before moving on to a different piece of software. What am I even doing? Hub world. Yes. So, Easy Perp, if you're still there, I remember you were playing Ark Survival, or whatever that game's called, Ark. You still playing Ark? Is it still going good for you? You still got that that pet that you were taking care of? I've been playing a little bit of No Man's Sky, which is kind of similar thing. It's got pets now. There's like a music production part of No Man's Sky, which is kind of cool. One of my friends was just telling me about. Speaking of music, I am not fond of this song. It's too Skrillex sounding. Thumbs down. Some of these artists, they have songs that are really good, and then other ones that aren't. I think it's because they make music for games, and some of the games are good and require good soundtracks. And other games require not as good soundtracks. I don't really know. Sometimes devs tell people to do weird things, right? Yeah, so I'm in the hub world. I've got my derelict ships. So I've only made 3 of them. Ah, yes. So I can see the issue already. I drew on the wrong layer. It's pretty easy to confuse the two. But I've got the floor on the floor layer, and the derelict ship on the derelict ship layer. I had layered them. I put them on both layers. That should fix that. So that's nice. But yeah, I was thinking I could make different colored floors, different colored, basically just make this, but different colors. And I kind of want to add more wall tiles. The floor tiles I think I did pretty good on. I could add more variants, like I've got a couple different versions of these and a couple different versions of these. And then there's only one version of these. And this. And I didn't realize I needed that until here. Yeah. So that will look better if I use this tile. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I thought I was fixing it, but I put it on the wrong layer. You could even do that, but that doesn't look as good. So I'm just gonna erase it. What's this? Editing tile maps and prefabs will have better performance if edited in prefab mode. Interesting. But I'm not trying to change the prefab, I'm just trying to change the one. So, yeah. That is the whole point of putting these as prefabs, is that I can just drag and drop, and then if I want to make major changes, I can apply them. I use prefabs like that a lot recently. Just keeping track of what I need to apply and what I don't apply is huge all of a sudden. Then because if I apply something, it could waste weeks of testing and building up, right? So it's probably a good idea to take notes on some of this stuff. But for me, I just don't make mistakes like that. That would be bad. Yeah, because I use one particular prefab that is like, it's like engulfed other prefabs, right? Because every time I want to like automate something, I like, instead of telling it to find a game object by a specific name or something like that, I basically just put it into this build manager, which when I was making two different like a mobile build and a PC build, I needed a manager to know, so that way I could just flip a switch and it would say like, oh, by the way, since you're building the mobile, all of this needs to be different. Since you're building the PC, all of this needs to be this way. If you're building the WebGL, all of this needs to be this way. So that's what I was using that for. And so that became the highest level thing, because the game manager fit into there. But I made a game manager that was set up for mobile and a game manager that was set up for PC and WebGL at that point. And I switched between the two using the build manager. And then I would tweak things on the one that was both the WebGL and the PC. But since I stopped doing that, yeah, so come to think of it, there's probably some things that aren't working in the WebGL that I didn't think about. For instance, the links. So I should probably check that. Because, I mean, it's one thing if it's got like a link to Steam and it works, but it's another thing if it doesn't work, right? But I don't remember. I might have had like a code that worked for both. I really don't remember. That's the thing about working on the same game for 4 years and doing it all yourself. You can't possibly expect yourself to remember every single aspect of it. You just need to write really good comments in the code. So yeah, wishlist on Steam. That did not work. Steam power refused to connect. So that's bad. None of my links work. Didn't even think to check that. I'm glad that I talked that out. So if I go to the... Actually, I don't even need to go to a scene to fix this, I don't think. I think I could just do it all in the game manager. Or no, I think I do need to go to the start scene. There's some things that I need to do for sure. Yeah, no, because I think what I was doing before was I was turning off buttons and turning on other buttons that went to other places based on where you were clicking from or what platform you were clicking on. It's funny because I've changed it so many times and now I'm going back on itself. It's like, good thing I didn't delete all that shit, it's still there. Let's see, menu. Start menu. See, we have PCP or PC APK button Discord. What is this? Okay, yeah. So, and then we've got button newsletter. And then we've got where the fuck is the Steam one? Alright, but here's a button WebGL link. So what I need to do is figure out why this one works. Wow, that looks old. It looks so old. This one works and the other one doesn't. Why is that? It's because of this. Right? Why is WebGL? Open my site. This DLL, this is what's doing the open window URL. Okay, so I need to reference this shit somehow. URL portfolio. Aha. So, because I wrote the URL in there, it works. But only because portfolio? Open portfolio and oh, am I telling it to do that? Is that what's going on? Okay, yeah, open link portfolio. What's so different though? Man, it's been so long. I don't remember how I was making the WebGL links work. I remember it was like a whole nother thing. I think, yeah, because it had to use that plugin. Open window. Okay. So if I maybe if I open it in the other editor. So it just takes the string and opens it. Alright, so I don't really need that. I just need to man, why isn't it working? What the hell? This one, right? I need to rename this shit. Open my site link. Open my site. Open my site. Open. Is that even in here? Oh, it's a fucking script name. That's the class. Okay. Link. Open my site link. That's what I'm looking for, link. Ah, so link is just the basic open URL application. Open link portfolio. Okay, yeah, so I'm calling two different functions. That's the difference here. So I'm either calling open link or link. So what I need to do is to call either based on the platform, and that's actually something that I know how to do now. So right, I'm just gonna, instead of checking every single one, since there's so many, I'm just gonna make a boolean and hold the value in it at the start method, because it's not going to change. You're not going to change platform. Alright, so public bool, should it be boolean? Should be. Yeah, we'll do 3 booleans, 1 for each, no, 2 booleans, 1 for each platform. I'm not doing mobile anymore, I don't have to worry about the third. And then if I change to, I can just add another. PC platform public bool WebGL platform. Yeah, so that way at start we can determine what it is and just save it as that. So now I don't really remember exactly how to write that, but there is a way to do it, and Google knows the answers. Platform unity. No. Platform unity at runtime. Returned application platform, runtime platform, properties, answers. Check if my platform is Android. If Android device directed. Okay, well that's for Android only. Not very useful. Let's see what this is like. If application platform equals Windows player, that's exactly what I need. PC platform equals true. That way I don't have to check every frame or every time I wanna press a button. I don't know how to check if it's WebGL, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna learn. Check if platform is WebGL at runtime. I detect mobile application WebGL equivalent. Here we go. Application platform runtime WebGL player. Is also platform defined. WebGL player. Yeah, so I probably did this already in the build manager, but I haven't touched that script in forever, so. And might as well make the other false, right? I don't know, that's kind of redundant since they start false, but you never know, right? I don't know. Maybe not. I'm a redundant person, I've realized. I got burned by not having redundancies. Like checking to see if something is null before you use it type thing. Null checks. Alright, where am I? I've got that, so now I can say, man, I feel like this is gonna screw everything up that's already there. But I'm only using 3 links, right? So, like, I used to use Twitter and Link and use all these links and stuff like that, but now I'm not actually using them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 3 new functions for the links I actually need, and then I'm just going to refer to the other stuff that I wrote as I need it, because that's how I do things apparently. Alright, so public void, we're going to call it we'll call it, yeah, open Steam link. And then we'll check to see if it's PC. And also if it's WebGL. So we've got these conditionals. We're trying to open the Steam link, which is link Steam for PC. And then we don't have one for this, so I think I need to like make one. But I need to remember where I'm. Oh, okay, so I wrote URL Steam in there. So that should be fine. I can actually make a new WebGL link. So I'm just gonna copy this WebGL link and add it above it, I guess. It's close. And I'm gonna call it open Steam link. It can't be the same, obviously, so I'm just gonna call it WebGL. And here we're gonna do open window, but we're gonna do URL Steam, I think is what it's called. Yeah, URL Steam. Oh, this needs that. And then here we can do this. So this way I don't have to be turning buttons on and off. I can just know what platform I'm on and do the right thing instead of duplicating buttons. Sometimes the prototypey way is fast and easy, but you know how to do it the non-prototypey way, sometimes that's faster and easier. I guess it comes down to what you've already experienced before. Okay, so that's good for WebGL or for Steam, but also we want to open the newsletter. Now I think I put the newsletter in Tune since Tune doesn't exist anymore. But I'm gonna rename it because we can break things now since I'm not using it the same way anymore. Yeah, we'll just do that there. And then I'll change it here too, so it's not confusing. Yeah, what Tune was it was like SoundCloud, except you could earn potential Ethereum is what the deal was, but it didn't pan out, and no one made any Ethereum. But there were notes that they were calling them that were attached to each song, and they were going to gauge your play count and pay you in these notes, which changed daily. Right? They were tracking when you got the note from the play count. So when you got the play count, the note's value was that day's value, right? And then the next day the value would change based on the price of Ethereum. So the plays were going to be going up in value as Ethereum went up in value was the thing. And then they would have to give you less value, right? And also as the platform got more populated, I think they were planning on cutting down the value as well. So there were perks to joining early, and that type of stuff, and it just didn't take off. So Tune is no more. Now I might have to put that link back in, which is no problem, but yeah. Oop. Accidental click. But yeah, I do need to... Oh, no I don't. Do I? Yeah, because I changed. I already did that. Okay. So that's the newsletter, the Steam link. The next link was my website. Load, please. Okay. Newsletter, Steam, Discord. That's what it was. Can't forget Discord. Okay, so Discord is it took the place of my my portfolio link, so that's why I was confused there. But that's easy enough. So we'll just make a new one for that as well. New method. Open Discord link. Oh, it's yeah. And here we'll change this to Discord link, so it's no longer confusing. If it's PC, that's where we send it. Otherwise, we want to run this open Discord link. Is that what I called it up there? I did. So I'm gonna call this one WebGL. Open link Discord WebGL. Oh. So I think that should take care of it, which is nice, rather than having to do things the way that it was before. With the build manager and turning off game objects and all that stuff, because that was not cool. I think what I was actually manually turning these ones on and off depending on the build, which is like not something you want to do. Oops, wrong one. Because let's face it, you end up building a heck of a lot more than you think you are going to. What am I even looking for? This one here. Alright, so I might have to relink these buttons though, but it's only 3 buttons, so I'm not too worried about that. Wishlist box. Oh, this still says URL tune. It should say URL newsletter. What about Discord? Did I leave that one? Oh, well that one's got its own thing apparently. Alright, so yeah, the newsletter link got wiped out. I kind of saw that coming. Small price to pay to have legible script. So I'm gonna pull up my newsletter. What's the easiest way to do that? I think I have a link tree that's hooked up to it. But not on this Twitter. On this Twitter. There it is, the newsletter link. Oh, was that right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now, where's the other ones? Newsletter, Discord, wishlist. This one's missing. Open my sites. Oh, I need to change all of these, that's right. So we want the ones that I just made, which are... I should rename them so I can... I'll call it... what? I'll just write uni in front, like universal. Alright, uni open Steam, uni open newsletter, uni open Discord link. Cool. Open my sites. Uni open newsletter. I gotta do both of these. So, yeah, the pointer down is for the mouse, and then submit is for game controller. And pointer down is handy because it works for mobile devices also. So if I do want to do mobile, I won't have to change that particular thing. Alright, so now we're at Discord. Uni, open Discord. Open my site, Uni, open Discord. Then we want the wish list box. This one's it's the old link, so open Uni Steam. Open. Open Uni Steam. Alright, so let's see if this works. Apparently I broke it. Hey, Rick from Lowe's Break Room. I don't know Lowe's Break Room, but hey, what's going on, Alien? Seems frozen. The button's frozen. I seem to have broken the button. Yeah, so I was making the links work. Oh, and now it's going into demo mode. I'm trying to make the links work on WebGL mode. I just realized that if you go to the WebGL version and try to play it, there's these links that don't work, and that's kind of bogus to have links that don't work. But like I was explaining in the chat previously, they used to work. So I'm doing my best to fix them now. But apparently my best isn't good enough because it's not quite there yet. Let's see here. We got this button thing. On click does nothing. This one opens Steam. Opens Steam. Open my site, Steam. Oh, let's see if it figures out the platform. That's a good start. Because what if it doesn't have either, right? Then it won't do either. And it is not figuring out the platform. So that's an issue. That's an issue for sure. Why is that not happening? Application platform equals runtime. Oh, wait, yeah, if application platform equals runtime platform Windows player. Oh, you know why that's not working then, is because this is an editor. There's a way to check for that too. So I might as well do that, so that way I can check the buttons. Check if runtime is editor Unity. If application is editor. Oh, that's easy enough. So, Alien, what are you up to? And are you an alien that I know? Or are you an alien that I don't know? Because there could be more than one alien. Yeah. Back to the top here. If application is editor, we'll just say PC platform equals true. Oh, it seems to be working. Okay, so that's cool. I could test the WebGL version, but I have faith in it, and I don't want to build the WebGL. I could put out the next version for WebGL as a hotfix, but it's got some changes to it, and I haven't checked the stability of it, so I don't think that's a really good idea. I think it might just be a better idea to leave it how it is until the next update comes out, which might be the whole month. But you know, we're almost there. It's already been like 10 days into this, and I've made quite a few changes, including the ball physics and getting that working. So I mean, that's kind of cool that I've already made some changes. The explore mode, I fixed some bugs on that. Mostly just bug fixes and stuff. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. I seem to have emptied my glass. Alright, I am back. You know, I'm wondering, Alien said seems frozen, but then he left, so I'm wondering if he meant that my stream seemed frozen. Now, I've been chatting with someone who streams a lot more than me, and he told me that when you're not an affiliate, viewers can't change the bitrate of the stream. So if your internet's not fast enough to handle the bitrate that I'm pumping out, then you can't change it. And then I think that's why it might have frozen for that person's stream. But that kind of sucks. So the whole reason why I'm not an affiliate is, first of all, because I'm not a huge fan of Amazon. I don't really want to be affiliated with Amazon. Second of all, their rules are fucking unruly, right? So it's like, I don't know. The whole thing is weird. I would much rather restream and maybe get some viewers from Facebook or YouTube, or at least use YouTube as a repository, which I know people hate, but whatever, like, that's cool to me. Like, and some of these still get views. One of them had like 100 views or something like that, and it was just meant to be a repository video. Excuse me. Had a hiccup while I was clearing my throat. Yeah, so I got the buttons working. I don't know what else I need to fix right away. I think I might get into making some art here. Excuse me. Wall tiles, gray damage. You know, I think I already made some some gray tiles. Oh, I made damage tiles. That's right. Well, that's right. I spent a lot of time on that too. Wall tiles, gold, try... Wall tiles. Yeah, the destructible wall tiles, I think that's gonna be dope. That's almost what I came here to draw. But I already drew it. That's kinda weird. It's been a long week, I guess. Well then, maybe I'm not gonna draw. Maybe I'm back in my my hub world scene. Maybe I'm gonna make a destructible wall. Because that would be kind of cool, right? So weird that the point of origin is so way off, but whatever, they still spin properly. Yeah, so first thing I need to do is load my sprites in, so I'm gonna go grab them. Let's see, images, rasp, no, Aseprite, where are my files? This looks about right. Yeah, we've got all these damage tiles and stuff. But I had like gray wall damage. Yeah, all of these ones. So I didn't export them. Just, you know, maybe I did. Maybe I put them in the sheets folder because that's where they should go. But I'm not seeing them, so I think I actually do need to go back into Aseprite and start exporting stuff, which is never fun. I should always just remember to export as I make stuff, but I'm like, oh yeah, I made all this stuff. I don't need to export it right now. I just made the stuff. And then I come back, I'm like, oh, I need to export the stuff. It could be worse. What if the stuff was never made? You gonna load or what? Okay. Do I have one for tile sets? So that's more accurate of a description. I'm gonna make a folder called tile sets. Gray tiles, gray tiles. Wall tiles, gray tiles. Can't get more descriptive or redundant than that. Looks good. Next one. Wall tiles, gray, damage 1. Why don't you just pop up? Yeah, so each part of the tile set has a different damage now. So there's gonna be like particles that come out, and then the frame is gonna change. but there's 5 different damage frames, so I'm not sure how many I'm gonna use or how I'm gonna do it, but it felt good to make the damage frames. So if I need to, I can cut some of the mid frames. Export spreadsheet. Yeah, this is pretty good. And a mini. And a new full. Wall tiles, gray damage, 1 tile. Works for me. Oh, I keep clicking this guy. Close that guy. Close that guy. Close all of you. Oh. Oh. Tiles. Every time I look at chat now, I'm reminded of Alien 7410. Their cryptic talking about Lowe's break room, Rick from Lowe's break room. Like, what the heck does that even mean? Is that some type of like thing that everyone should know? Like, should everyone know about Lowe's break room, Rick? Is that like some joke that I missed? some meme? Is it spelled the same way? Because that's a pretty uncommon way to spell it. Maybe people start pronouncing my name properly if people are familiar with the spelling that I came up with. Apparently, what is this? Is that 5? That's 5. That's all of them. Cool. All right. I'm happy with that. Gonna go into my tile sets folder, bust out my damaged tiles, and we're going to throw them in a folder. You know what I haven't done that I could do is make some different colored floor. No, I think I did do that, didn't I? Yeah, I made blue floor, and I made purple floor. Ah, okay. So maybe I already did all the Aseprite that I need to do. Alright, so I need to find a folder for these images, sprites, level sounds about right. Do I have a derelict ship folder? I do. Okay, I'm gonna throw it in here. Well, I have these blue tiles, but where are the gray ones? Did I not make gray ones? I don't like the effect they're using on that synth. It sounds like it's being like garbled, like it's like gargled, like someone's gargling their mouthwash or something. I don't know. This isn't very appealing. Multiple points. None. Apply. What do we got? Here we are. Sprite editor. Alright, so we've got damage tiles imported into Unity. That's amazing. Wonderful. Not now actually getting them to work. That's gonna be like a whole nother thing here, right? Because I don't think I can do it with tile maps. I don't know how to replace tile map pieces. There's got to be a way. Burn tile map, burn. How to change tile map at runtime. I want to watch a video. Hi there. So I want to make a 2D platform game. Blah 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 blah. I'm very new to using Unity. Blah 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 blah. Set tile, no. Blah 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 blah. Current cell, world to cell, highlight map, transform position. Okay, as long as you have references to the tile map, and player, this script could live anywhere. But since it's based on your player's position, I would put the script on the player. Give your script a reference to the relevant tile map, and then you can use tilemap.world to cell to convert the player's position to the current cell they occupy. Then depending on which way your player is facing, you add 1 to that cell position and use that position to set tile. Sorry, I'm playing my keyboard as a drum next to the microphone. That's probably annoying. is this doing here? So this guy's changing a sprite that they're looking at, but let's just take a look at the API. The documentation, right? Public void set tile vector 3 integer position tile maps tile base dot tile. This shit's so fucking weird. Get tile animation data, get tile data, refresh tile, blah 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 blah. Get instance ID. Huh. Tile map. I probably will have to watch a video on doing this because that's something that's hard to do apparently. But depending on how I want to do it, I don't need to use a tile map to do it. Just line it up. But with the physics stuff, that might get a little weird, right? I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that. It might be safer to just make something that's not tile map based. Or at least for the collision layer. Because I could super easily make boxes to make these shapes. There's no real reason to be using the tile map colliders, other than it'd just be a little bit easier. So yeah, I think that's the way I should go with this, you know? I'm just gonna make a tile. I don't know what's a good one. That's a good one. He's teeny tiny. We want it to be 170 times bigger. Because that's the scale of everything in my game. And now it should match. But it doesn't seem to be. That's weird. This one says 256. It's real weird. What if I do that? Whoa. Well, I guess that's how big everything is in this scene. Whatever is clever. Alright, so I'm gonna make this a cube. Just delete the mesh render, we don't need it. So what I did was I shrunk it down. Should be the same though. Also, I'm gonna round it off. But I left the Z, so that way it's got that. Although, you know what, this needs to be 2D actually. Now that I think about it, this whole scene's in 2D. Everything else is 3D in the game, so that's why I was confused. I'm just gonna remove that. A collider, well, box 2D. And that is, what, just a little bit bigger than it needs to be? Alright, so now it's 158. Now these you're gonna like shoot and destroy. So I want to make a script. Oh, hey, Bogachani Ilmas? I don't want to become famous. Why is your name so hard to read? Are you born in 2009? That's like really weird. I don't know why you would want to ask people if they want to become famous. I don't know why I can't ban him. I just dumb. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So we got the cube. I'm going to give it a better name. I'm gonna call it I'm gonna call it Collider. And I am all of a sudden getting tired. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. Yeah, it is pretty late for me. I know it's morning for everyone else, but I woke up, what? I don't know, around 16 hours ago. If I'm too tired to count, then that's how I know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream actually, since I'm getting tired and I'm not making much sense anymore. Thank you, Easy Perp, for checking the stream out and following along with everything, you know, hanging out and stuff. I'm glad I got what I got done. I had fun. I got more than I was expecting to done. Yeah, everything was pretty good. But yeah, have a good night, Easy Perp, if you're still around listening. And I'm going to see you next time, perhaps. And yeah, we'll maybe I'll see you on Twitter until then. Take care. Bye, everyone.